Hi, my name is Jenny Levy. I am the Resource Development Coordinator at Open Door, the Israel Family Planning Association. And this year we're applying for the HAGAM program.
So, how does HAGAM fit into your organization's overall mission and strategic plan?
Well, the IDF in Israel is a rite of passage. It is a social equalizer. But for many Israelis that come from impoverished backgrounds, they aren't able to be accepted even to the IDF. And that's the population that we're working with in HAGAM. We're working with at-risk female soldiers who were accepted to the IDF on the condition that they do the HAGAM program. These girls come from impoverished backgrounds. Many of them have suffered from abuse and neglect. And through HAGAM, we work to empower them, to provide them not only with the sexual health education that they need as young adults, but also to provide them with the tools to take control of their bodies, to provide them with the empowerment to look at themselves with autonomy, to reverse this view of themselves as victims to one of change makers. And we teach them about intimate relationships, healthy relationships, red flags, so that we can ensure that they have a positive experience as they go on into the Army. And this is similar to the other work that we do in Open Door, in that our mission is to provide marginalized youth, and especially women, with the tools to take charge of their sexual health and to not only understand their sexual health and understand the different resources that they have available to them, but also to see their sexual health and their reproductive health rights as a human right.
What impact will this grant have on the program or organization?
So in the past, HAGAM has been primarily funded by one federation, and they have requested that we diversify our funding. And so this year we're making a big push to find other foundations, federations, and private donors to help fund the program. This is extremely important because we want to maintain the same level of quality in our programming, and we're not really willing to sacrifice on that. We have the best facilitators in the country doing a 240-hour training. We have a very low ratio of soldiers to facilitators, 1 to 15, and we're not willing to go above that. And so it's important to receive extra funding so that we can maintain this quality and also reach the same number of soldiers. So without this funding, we might not be able to reach our goal of 750 soldiers a year.
What are the greatest challenges currently facing your organization?
Okay, so the Ministry of Health in Israel is currently headed by a member of the ultra-Orthodox Haredi party, and after funding Open Door for 10 years with a significant amount of funding, this year they decided to cut their funding completely and to fund other health issues within Israel, but not sexual health in particular. This goes hand in hand with a big issue that we face as we're trying to work with the government to convince them and to tell them that sexual health rights are human rights and sexual health and reproductive health rights are important to Israeli society. So this is the biggest challenge that we're facing currently.
And what should we know that we have not asked you?
So HAGAM is the only program of its kind in Israel. There's no other program with the same objectives, the same goals, and the same criteria that HAGAM has. And this program is extremely vital because the rates of sexual assault in the Army are very high. Actually, 1 in 6 women have experienced sexual harassment or assault in the Army. And therefore, it's extremely important that a program like this exists, especially for at-risk girls who have been in abusive relationships in the past, because statistically, if you've experienced an abusive relationship, the likelihood is to fall back into the same patterns and the same forms of abuse. So our goal is to cut those patterns, to teach these women how to take control of their bodies, to empower them, to learn how to say no, and to learn what a healthy, good relationship looks like, so that they aren't victims of sexual assault, that they change their viewpoints of themselves as victims to empowered young women. Thank you.